Out here in the field, uh, that's Persian clover there. Very edible. Most, I won't say most, all clovers are edible. Cooked, raw, whatever. Today, I want to talk about dockweed. Now, this is what you call curly dock, or some refer to it as yellow dock. I live in a pretty sandy soil. It's not real fertile. So this plant, when fully mature, could reach 4 feet plus high. And every bit of it is edible. You would just imagine it as spinach, and you would cook it like spinach. The reason they call it curly dock is because you see how the edge of the leaves will curl up. And these seed pods, when they get mature, they turn brown, also edible. You would treat those just like you would buckwheat. Grind them up or parch them and use them for like coffee. Today, I'm gonna pick some, fry up some bacon, and then put it in a little pot, add a little water, cut it up, cook it like spinach. I live a pretty subsistence lifestyle, I guess. Don't go to the grocery store much. Don't buy meat in the grocery store at all. So I do have a weakness of Burger King, McDonald's, but I don't buy meat in the grocery store. If I eat meat, it comes out of the freezer, and the meat came out of the woods. Most of my greenery I pick out of the field or comes out of the woods. So maybe kind of strange to some people, but don't really care for boxed foods. Anything that comes in a box, pre-made, that you would buy in the grocery store, don't think it's real healthy for humans to be eating pre-packaged food. So I try not to eat a whole lot of it. I buy whole grain brown rice and stone ground whole wheat and stone ground cornmeal and things like that, and coffee, of course. And even if I buy peanut butter, if it's got more than 2 ingredients on the ingredients list of the jar, it stays on the shelf. So, but anyway, that's a different video. I just wanted to highlight the dock, and all dockweed is edible, and it's pretty easy to distinguish the dock because of the long leaves. Now, like I said, I don't live in a very fertile land. My land's not very fertile here. It's real sandy soil. But these leaves, they will get huge. This plant grows up to 4 feet, and the seed heads get enormous. There's thousands and thousands of seeds that, and you'll know when they're ready because they turn completely brown. It's a big part of my diet throughout the spring and the summer. This plant will grow in all of the warm season. In the winter time, well, in Louisiana it grows year round. So, but when it gets really, really hot out in the south, they pretty much diminish. But you have the seed heads that you can collect, and like I said, grind them up like you would buckwheat, or roast them and use them for a coffee substitute. So there's your dockweed. I'm gonna pick some, and the leaves, when you pick the leaves, you don't want to pick the whole plant. I mean, you know, just like you would any other green, you go through and you pick the leaves, the ones that are mature. You pick the ones that are mature. You don't want to get down to the very bottom because there might be bugs or whatever. See, here's a younger one that's sprouted up right here. But you don't pick every leaf. You just go through and you pick individual leaves, and that way the plant just keeps growing. It'll grow new leaves, and I have them scattered all over my field. I do not use herbicides in my field. I do not use pesticides. So I think that's another downfall of society. But anyway, there you go, guys. There is, let me back up here a little bit. There's your dockweed plant. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.